the smart bed, said there were two of us when there weren't. At 6:04 a.m., my mattress congratulated me for cheating. Great connection, the notification said, soft as a secret. Second sleeper detected 01:57:02:21. Elevated heart rate variability. Recovery boosted. Below it, the wellness portal showed a neat little graph. Two humps like a blush. A heat map blooming in the lower left quadrant with the shy confidence of a crime. A banner at the bottom added the part meant to feel like a hug. Shared sleep improves cardiovascular resilience. I was not sharing anything with anyone at 01:57. I was face down in our own bed, one leg out of the sheet, drooling into a pillow Lee had called a crime scene once with love. When the oscillating fan failed to click on its 20th rotation, I had thought about suing it. Then sleep convinced me to leave litigation to daylight. Lee took my phone with two fingers as if it might stain. She runs a tenant's clinic that turns broken elevators into injunctions. I manage other people's fires and keep keys for doors that pretend to be complicated. Between us, we like proof. This was trying to be proof. Say it, she said. Honeysuckle, I said, hatting the word and loving its trick. The room reattached itself to us. She tapped the graph until the pixels admitted how pleased they were with themselves. Second sleeper, she repeated. Your app thinks the bed learned another heartbeat last night. It learned impatience, I said. The overlay vote is tonight. Murmur has a salon at Sky Lobby, and Verdant's PR discovered the word micro-residence like a new religion. Her mouth tilted in that way that means the day is going to get the correct amount of mercy. Who sent it? She asked. My phone answered her, unknown number, a screen recording of the same graph. Text, out of respect consider skipping tonight, dignity matters. Sable at Murmur. Of course it was Sable. Murmur Labs sells shortcuts as strategy, invoice included. Tonight the commission would vote on Verdant's harbor deck overlay, another trick to reclassify hotel floors as wellness micro-residences, which counts as housing if you keep a yoga mat under the bed and an app on your wrist that tells you you're thriving. Lee had written the memo that had the votes nodding. I was down to testify that Crown, Comfort Mesh, didn't know consent from a thermostat. A scandal would buy Verdant a month, and Sable a quote about process. Lee opened the mattress app settings and did what she does to judges, asked a question they didn't want. Partner detection uses a combination of thermal drift and micro-motion, the help text chirped. For enhanced accuracy, enable Neighborhood Wellness Sync for a richer wellness experience. Neighborhood Wellness Sync, she said, tasting the words like a lawyer chooses a knife. Did you enable it? Last month me did, I said. He wanted the insurance discount. Current me would like to disown him. Jono lives above a bakery and keeps his laptops like other men keep hobbies. By 6:31 he had the mattress data on one screen, a Crown integration spec on another, and our apartment's usage graph from the utility portal pulled up like a confession. He pinched and zoomed as if truth would squeak if cornered. You didn't move, he said, pointing at the accelerometer line. Your heart did that little stutter at 1:43 it does when a siren turns into a dream, then nothing. The second sleeper is a thermal bloom. The bed decided the room got warmer by 0.7 degrees where there isn't a body. And see this, he tapped the Wi-Fi logs. At 01:56 the bed pinged Crown's Comfort Mesh beacon endpoint. At 01:57 it got a packet from Verdant, Wellness Lighthouse on the hotel roof across the avenue. Your bed thought a neighbor's glow was your +1. Verdant shines flirtation across the street, Lee said. Crown translates it to intimacy. Murmur buys the graph and sells us mercy. And the bed wants to be praised, I said, looking down at the sheet with a sting I hate admitting. So it invents a partner. Jono pulled a still from the mesh map, a dumb little diagram of our block with joy indicated in yellow. They call it community heartbeat, he said. It's supposed to help sleep clinics study neighborhood rhythm without violating privacy. But the lighthouse beam doesn't know walls. If it's bright enough, anything that listens will think someone just joined you. Lee's phone chimed. A different unknown number this time, with a link to a community wellness thread, where 3 neighbors had posted screenshots of their own second sleeper messages like tea leaves. Then came the line that would do the work Sable likes to outsource. Don't judges postpone for less? I called Kira at Sky Lobby because sometimes I like to let a curator save me before I make her my problem. Verdant installed a lighthouse last week, she said without hello. It's supposed to optimize circadian narratives. Their words. There's a salon tonight. The prompt cards say, what is home if not a shared pulse? My team hates us for printing them. Bring everything. I'll bring the right part of the wrong job. We stopped at the roof across the avenue because sometimes you have to look at the trick. The lighthouse sat on a parapet like a confident sin, crown logo small, verdant logo big, the kind of blue you only see on things that are sure they'll be forgiven. A maintenance man was tightening a bracket with more care than the device deserved. Calibration, Lee asked, voice polite as taste. Always, he said, and didn't look at us. We walked 2 blocks to Mrs. Alvarez because you do courtesy if you want law to work. She had the same graph, the same bloom, the same sudden apology from her bed. Tell them to leave me and my mattress alone, she said. If I want company, I will invite it with my mouth. We did the only other thing that keeps us from letting a day write our chapter for us. Lee pressed me into the hallway and unbuckled me with the calm of a professional who knows you fix big lies with small truths. It wasn't obscene. It was procedure. She climbed into my lap and made the hinge under my collarbone answer questions it likes. When she said, say it, I did, because I believe in rituals we invented more than in features someone sells us. Honeysuckle. By 9 to 10, the chair's aide had our packet, Jono's graphs, crowned spec, with the line comfort mesh may harmonize with neighborhood beacons, circled like a bruise, Kira's prompt cards, a photo of the lighthouse's smug face, and a printout of Sable's DM asking me to sit out for dignity. Kira texted, Sky Lobby Salon canceled. Sable sent a single period, which for her is contrition or punctuation or both. We had 40 minutes before microphones. Lee twisted her hair into a knot that means she intends to make nouns behave. I printed Mrs. Alvarez's line of poetry and put it at the top of the stack. The hearing room was an instrument. Verdant's counsel said vibrant. He said wellness. He said micro-residence the way people say future when they mean price. Crown's local manager sat on his hands like he'd been told not to touch anything. Sable leaned on the back rail and was disciplined enough to enjoy losing when it made the city better at itself. Mr. Hale, the chair said. Last night my bed told me I wasn't alone, I said. It was wrong. Verdant's lighthouse pumped a neighborhood beam across the avenue. Crown's comfort mesh listened, harmonized, and fed a second heart into my metrics. Murmur Labs sent my girlfriend the graph at dawn and suggested I recuse for dignity. Our neighbors got the same bloom on their phones and put a question in the air designed to sound like courtesy. We are not postponing. We do not trade calendars for someone else's intimacy theater. Lee followed, voice clean as a ledger. Clinic first, she said. Escrow that lands before a single wellness floor touches a tax credit. Cameras that go blind within a block of any door marked clinic. No partner triggered anything in any agreement with this city. And add this line to the law: no staged intimacy, thermal or otherwise, in pursuit of public approvals. Kiera stepped into the well and betrayed her job the correct amount. Sky Lobby hosts conversations, she said. We don't curate your bedrooms. Our brand regrets allowing our donors to confuse the two. The prompt cards are pulp. The lighthouse is off. Bring boredom. We'll bring water. Sable did not clap. She watched the room, and I could see her learning where her next invoice would be forced to behave. The chair lifted her hand. We vote, she said. The overlay failed. The ordinance we keep writing passed with the sentence I will frame in our kitchen. No technology that simulates or harvests intimacy shall be used to influence public process. Escrow lands first. Crown's comfort mesh cannot be written into anything that wants money in this town. The lighthouse went dark like a lie that had forgotten it could be turned off. After, in the alley that takes the room's temperature and returns it to something human, Sable leaned against Brick and made a face like respect. You will put me out of work, she said. We will make your work less fun, Lee said. Bring escrow first. Bring verbs. Bring an apology without coupons. Sable laughed once, wolf and woman. Tell the chair I admire her, she said. Tell Crown I admire their survival instinct. Tell Kiera I owe her a drink she won't enjoy. You could stop, I said. I could, she said. Then who would keep your hinge in shape? We walked home with our hands in each other's back pockets because rumor likes a parade and we prefer ours. The thread posted a photo of the lighthouse dark. Mrs. Alvarez wrote, I slept alone gloriously. Hipster Ellis wrote, Public Works is punk, and fixed the fan in our building because he knows where all the small betrayals live. We taped a printout of the bloom inside the cupboard with the other ugly receipts, door logs, QR menus, lipstick bands that weren't ours, folios for rooms that didn't exist. Not trophies, topography. Later, in the thinned blue that belongs to bodies more than cities, Lee lay across me and put her ear where my chest speaks a language older than claims. Do you forgive me for the blink? She said. I forgive us both for being made of animal, I said. The point of a good lie is to find who still blushes. You blush, she said. Only when you cross-examine me like that, I said. There will be more beacons, she said. And more fans, I said. Bring your knot, bring your mouth, bring the word, we'll be fine. If your bed ever tells you that you were not alone, ask the street if it rained. Ask the billboard who paid it to glow. Ask the vendor who said harmonize as if consent were a light you can dim. Then do the boring thing. Vote, kiss, boil water, tape receipts to cupboards. The city is a bad bedfellow, you can still make your own bed obey.